Oh boy. I'm trying to fix my YouTube. Why it's not clearing up? Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, good morning. Oh, come clear a little bit. Thank you. Oh my goodness. Good morning. Praise the Lord. Morning praise. Good morning. Oh, church was great. Good morning. I'm great. Hi. How are you, my peeps? Church was great yesterday. We have communion. Oh, yeah. Wasn't big enough. I need a big bottle. Kidding. You were great. I had a great time yesterday. Mm-hmm. But there was not a lot of people there yesterday, though. I thought there would be a lot more people there, but you know, a lot of people work. I was talking tomorrow, like Monday, Boxing Day. The Caribbean and England get a lot of days for boxing for Easter. Over in America, they don't get a lot of days. Just that a lot of people don't even get Friday off because it was very busy when I was walking my dog yesterday to get across the street. Cars was just coming down like school was open, and there was no school, but it was still busy. I know it is. Oh, well, we're just Christian church and we go to church. Hello, darling. But eh, people use even Easter Sunday. I'm not your grandma, but good morning. Even Easter Sunday used to be a lot of places closed. Now a lot of places still open. Um, thank you. A lot of places still open. You can go there and get things, and you know what I mean. Stores is like, my best time to go shopping is like Thanksgiving because I don't cook anymore. My children cook, and so I get up and I go to the store and just walk around. So stores open Easter, some closed, some open. That people who want to walk or like people go to the beach. Um, Thanksgiving time, I just take my dogs and we go to the beach and they jump in the water and so different things for different people. But I think Easter and New Year's was the time that a lot of people come to church who is not a regular to come to church because they want to say, well, then they start coming to church. But it's okay. Different things for different people. Different people like different things, and because people like different things, there is nothing really we can do about it. We can't do a thing about it because people are gonna do what pleases them anyway. We gonna um we who are blood washed or were born again, we do different things because we know the way. A lot of people don't, and a lot of people still know the way, and they still do things. And please, YouTube said to um, share the video to lives, to friends and family. I'm just telling you what they said. But people are gonna do different things. I wish everybody was on this same wavelength, that we say and do the same thing, that people don't get confused, because people do get confused. But like even in the Bible, if you see, I see different chapter, people interpret different chapter different. I was looking at I think it was a Luke just now, and something here in Matthew, and they say, they do different things. It's not that they're different, but each person interpret something differently than everyone else. But I wish everything was everything. I wish everything was like, okay, so you get Trump for 2024. Good for you. You agree with him with all that he does. Okay, don't bring it on here. I don't do politics. You keep you and Trump go somewhere else. Okay? You don't just go before I block you. Let me block you anyway. So you don't come back on here. So as I said, people going to do different things, and especially if they don't have Christ, they do crazy things. And every time you come on here to do something, the trolls are on here doing another thing. It's so it is so amazing how these people don't have a life. I don't understand. I don't understand, because outside of my program, unless it's night, really, I come on. I couldn't really get up and go on somebody program and bother them and say things. It's not in me. It's not in me. But every time you come on, there is somebody who will come on and say the darndest thing. Although it has nothing to do with what you're talking about, they interject some stupidity. They always interject something. And although you tell them, you know what I mean, you're not talking about that kind of thing, you're not doing that, they're still interjecting. And I don't understand. I really don't understand why people, you know, I don't know why people just get up and do crazy things. Ay, ay, ay. Enough is enough already. They are. You don't have to troll people. I heard this man said that I think early this morning, somebody was doing the same thing to him, and he said, all you have to do is to move on. If you don't like what the person, there is so much people on this app, which I love. Honestly, I know TikTok. I tell TikTok my mind all the time, because I can't help it. If they're doing something that's not kosher, I have to say it. But there's so much people on here that may be saying things that you want to hear. All you have to do is to put it in the search thing, and you will find a lot of people saying or doing the same thing what you want to do, what you like, opposed to go and bother someone. Hello, darling. Go and bother someone who is not bothering you. We don't really like it. You know, we don't really like it. Put the things in that you like, and there would be somebody talking about the things you want to talk about, instead of go on somebody page and do and hide behind and put up some fake picture and some fake instrument and thing. You can't show your face, but you can, you can bother people. Why? It is not nice. I would be the last person. I would tell you the truth if you're saying something that is not, you know what I mean. But and sometimes I just leave you and just leave it and gone. Yeah. If it's something that you know what I mean, just leave it and go. Instead, see what I mean? To be rude to you. And you're not being rude to them. Why? It's like you go on Facebook, same thing, and they tell you all these things and these racist things and this, and it is not nice. So somebody show me how to block them, and the minute they, and when you block them, they come up with a different name and they use different profile. Really, are they feeding you? Oh, please, they are not feeding you. And that's the thing with people. If you're skinny, you're too skinny. If you're too fat, you're too fat. If you're heavy, you're too heavy. If you're black, you're too black. If you're blue, you're too blue. Oh my goodness. Oh, please. Tell him go fly a kite. Tell him go away. You are happy. And if you're happy within yourself, honey, you are happy. Don't let them bother you. I was 205 pounds. And my sister, I went to Canada. Oh, you're so fat. You're fat. You're fat. And then my sister gained weight. Oh, I gained so much weight. Oh, you see, when she gained weight, it was fine. But when I gained, oh my God, nobody that's fat, we don't fat in Canada. Then I look and I saw this big fat woman going down the street. And I say, oh, that woman must be from America, huh? She look at me. I go, you said nobody fat over here? Oh, please. I love weight on me. I don't want to be skinny. I have to be eating differently because of pre-diabetic. And I don't want, honey, I would, if I get bone, I would tell my doctor to give me some pills. There's a thing in Jamaica they call weight on. I would drink 50 bottles of it. I don't want, I want to see my butt. I want to see meat on me. I, my darling. I don't care if you want to be skinny. That's fine with you. I want meat on me. I want a little meat. When you have meat on you and you put your I love to see big butt. I love it. I want big leg. I want big foot. I don't care. America funny. No, I don't. You do what you want. It's a sweetheart. You do what you want. If you want to be skinny, a lot of people like to be skinny. People on television, they want to, the woman is like 90 years old and honey's so skinny. I'm going, my God. And I need to mind their own business. You have one little, if you are that skinny and you have one little piece of sickness, by the time the sickness drain you, you all die. You have nothing. I don't want to be skinny. And if I'm skinny, well, I'm skinny. But I'm not. My sister was growing up and she was like 6 foot in the air and she was so skinny. I don't, people need to mind their own business. Isn't there some other things in the world? Look at what's going on. Look what the politicians are doing to us. There is so much. They're banning abortion. They're banning gay rights. They're banning. People need to live their life. Live your life I am not God. I will not tell you what to do. I would tell you to do things to save your soul. But I would not tell you what to do. And if I tell you and you don't want to do it, it's your problem. I'm not coming to beat you over the head. That's right. I'm not coming to beat you over the head and say, do it, do it, do it, do it. No. Jesus Christ give you a choice. You either choose the right or the wrong. That's it. You got one life. And the life is so, we would think that life is so long because when you're young, you think that, oh, you have a lot of time. You can do and say, and then the years roll by so fast. And in no time, you look, you're 20, you're 30, you're 40, you're 50, you're 60. And the age just keep climbing and climbing and climbing. And you go, oh my God, isn't the other day I was just 20? I feel like I'm still 20. I feel like I'm 30, but I'm up to 50. And you're going, and people doing all these things. What? One life to live. Life is short. Enjoy it the best way you know how. Live it pleasing unto God. You don't have to go out there and say, oh, I'm a Christian. Oh, I'm a Christian. No, live it the way you want to live it. Pleasing unto God, not unto man. As I always says, you cannot please man anyway, no matter what you do. If you're short, you're too short. If you're long, you're too long. Come on. If you're big, you're too big. If you're little, you're too little. And the things that they're supposed to do. Good morning, my dear. Hopefully they'll learn. I know. It's just that people need to just take care of themselves. All right, you see something, you look and look again. You're gone. You look, you move on. You're not going to stand up there and go, oh my God, what is that? Who cares? Nobody have time to worry about. There's so much thing to worry about. Your children, your home, cleaning. I look at my lawn this morning, I'm going, I ain't going out there to cut no lawn because it's growing up. It's coming to be the summer and it's growing up now. My sister said, soon you'll be on the riding lawnmower going beep. It's just, and it gets so hot here in Florida. I have too much thing to worry about. Now my insurance send me my check. I need whoop, 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 whoop. My insurance finally sent me my bank because the bank was holding it up for a month after the insurance pay me. So I'm getting my new roof. Very good. The insurance pay me my check. I keep praying, go on fasting, send it on to the bank. The bank keep holding on to it. I need this paper, that paper, this paper. Finally, I get up a bunch of paper, send it on to them, call the insurance, complain, and I'm getting my new roof. It's gonna be another 2 months because it's a block, those big thick blocks that I have on my roof. So gonna take another 2 months for them to order it, to get it, and then I'm getting a new fence. Oh my God, I'm so happy. I'm so happy. I am so happy. So God is good. The more you pray, the more you fast, things come true. Didn't I say? Thank you, my darling. I went to I said I have to do 1 week of fasting. I think it was last week or the week before. And I did 1 week of praying. I prayed 3 times a day. 3 times, the morning, noon, and night. And I tell people, I'm praying for my group of people. I'm praying for all the people that watching me on Facebook and YouTube and TikTok. And I did, and let me tell you something. Thank you, darling. And everything started working. And everything started working. Yesterday, I get an email. I called, and they said, oh, the check is approved. It's on its way. And I go, yeah, I heard that before. Then yesterday, I get I think Friday, yesterday, I get an email that your check is on its way. And I go, yippee, 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 yippee. Because they will not That's right. It will make things right. Because the roofer would not do anything unless you give them the money. They want to have a half or a quarter of the money, one third, I think they said. And then they got to get permit and get all that thing and all that. So that's it. I am so happy. I will not stop praising God. I will not stop doing the thing that's right. And every time I know I come on here, I see I have 3, 4, 500 people. Then all of a sudden they take the time and they drop off here and they drop off because people don't want to hear things that is right. They want me to say things that, oh yeah, I do relationship too as well. Thank you. He does. And he loves all of us. As long as we start doing the things that I've got. I would never do anything. I tell you, you have no idea how I love you people. I can't wait for the day the day to light out for me to come on and be with because you're very loving, nice set of people. You're a very good set of people that I have. And I know more are coming on. I need YouTube to come up to par. YouTube I want you guys to go to YouTube. I talk with Barb, Molly, and Princey. He loves, yeah, he loves us. He loves us all. Let's talk about relationship. All right, I was going, well, my subject today was basically like relationship. I didn't know it would go in that. I was going to talk about the lost sheep. Okay, the lost sheep. The Lord said, "Who would have 100 sheep and one gone astray, and you wouldn't go and search for it, you know." But we can talk about relationship. My money is the money to do my business here, my roof, and I will be doing my product, my hair product, and I want the minute I start getting in the bottles and thing and my body butter. I need people to buy my body butter. I will be getting them ready on my hair product. I will be getting them ready, and I will want you to support me because I am not working anymore, so I have to do things that going to help me. But relationship, relationship with God and relationship with man. Relationship with God is totally different from the relationship with man. Uh, with people, with relationship, you have to try too hard to please people. You can never please anyone. Thank you. Thank you, dear. You can never please people, no matter how you try. Let me tell you, I'm a comedian. I make jokes out of everything. And my friends at church said to me, "Oh, you need to stop because a lot of people don't like a lot of joke because some people are so and they think, and that's why they get old so quickly and because they don't make jokes. They just everything is just too serious. It's not that serious. Nothing is serious. If you say something, they look at you. This lady said to me yesterday, we have a program this morning, and I said, "Oh, because the lady been to the program over and over, and she gonna turn around and ask another lady, what time is the program?" I said 10 o'clock, the one you always come to. I was joking really because she's my friend. But the other woman turned around and look at me. It's like, I go, I am kidding. She knows. Nothing is that serious. I have dry humor. My teacher used to say, and where I used to work, they used to say, Barbara, you have dry humor. My joke is dry, and a lot of time people think that I'm serious because I make it so dry and I look serious, and they think that I'm serious, which I'm not really. I said I inform in my new life I should be a comedian because I make everybody laugh. And that's the thing. I have to laugh. I don't want to be wrinkled. I don't want all these things on me because It's too much when you just don't make yourself happy. Make yourself happy. You don't have a husband, make yourself happy. It's you alone. Set your table in the evening and put a glass of wine. Get your wine glass. If you don't have any wine glass, go and buy one wine glass at Walmart, anywhere. Put it on the table. Get a nice china plate. If you don't have a china plate, go somewhere and buy one china plate. Look on Facebook. Look somewhere that sell china. Buy one good plate. And you sit down and you have your dinner and drink your wine. Make yourself happy. Yeah, people die early because they're too serious. Make yourself happy. If it's one time a week, cook a good meal. Make your table for you. Bowl here, bowl there, glass of wine, glass of water, glass of juice. Put it on the table. Make yourself happy. Cut your food with your knife and fork and eat like a queen. Get up, wash your plate, sit down, and you go. You don't have anybody to eat with. You don't have to call anybody. You call somebody, you have to pay for the food. They sit down looking at you because you have to pay for, because you call them, you have to pay for every darn thing. It doesn't work. Make yourself happy. If you don't have a woman, make yourself happy. If you can't cook, go out and buy food, bring it in, set your table and eat. I see a lot of men in here doing, some men in here cook better than women. I saw some man in here cook so good food. You make a food and sit, make yourself happy. If you sit down, you're gonna have and stress yourself. You're gonna have high blood pressure, diabetes, and all these things gonna come upon you, and you're gonna get too sick. And you're gonna call sickness on yourself in your young age. You don't want that. Make yourself happy. Everywhere you go. My doctor said, people who don't laugh to practice themselves to laugh. Go outside and look at a tree and go, look at that tree. Practice yourself to laugh. Laugh with your pet if you have one. I see some cat in here and they make me laugh because the things that these darn cat do. Yesterday I saw this cat and he going, the gentleman was lying down and he scratched his face and he turned his face around and put his neck right down and he kissed him. And I'm going, oh my God, I need that cat. Get a little cat, get a dog, get something. Make you happy. Make yourself happy. Don't live like these people. You will send yourself into a early grave. It ain't happening. Don't do it. If you don't have money, be happy. I don't have any money. I'm still happy. If you don't have a mansion, be happy. You don't have to have a mansion. One room we can live in. Let me tell you, I have 2 bedrooms on that side, my bedroom on this side, and my office here in the middle. You know how much time I go on that side over there? Like maybe once a year. Every now and then, maybe when I go to look if any dust over there. I don't go over there. You don't need more than one room. I told my daughter, I said, they could cut off that side of the house over there. All I want is, I don't even go in my den. I use my bedroom all the time. You don't need a mansion. We can't live in more than one room at a time. And a kitchen. All right, you have a living room. You go in there and sit down and watch TV. I don't even sit down in the living room. I go and lay down in my bedroom. I'm always lying down. If I'm not doing things in my office. You don't need all these stuff. We don't need it. People think that we need it. But we don't. If you have children, yes, you do. If you have children, well, then, you know what I mean? I don't see anything wrong with that. But if you're a single person, you can be happy. Okay, my darling. You can be happy with anything. You have one. Nowadays, I don't even use dishes unless I'm going to do my once a week or once a month eating that I told you that I do. I'd love to put my china and sit down there and just enjoy myself, eat a good dinner and sit down by myself, enjoy it. Be careful water get in your eyes. But I use paper plate all the time. Yeah. I cook. And I save it. I put a lot of food in the freezer. And sometimes I don't even eat it. Sometimes my children come by and they want something to eat. I always have something cooked in the fridge because they don't like to eat the same thing over and over. So I cook. But now I'm trying to get out of meat. I don't want to eat any meat stuff because the meat is giving you, and the thing them that they are pushing in these meat is not good. So I'm trying to eat more vegetable. I'm more of a, God knows I have to say the truth. I'm not a salad person, but I have to eat it. I buy this. I go to Sam's and I get this cut up, you know, cut up salad. I get this cut up salad in this little package, and you know, but I have to eat it because the doctor said you have to eat it. But I'm not a salad person. I'm more drink some soup than salad. But I just love plain water chicken noodle soup. That's it. I don't like a lot of food and stuff in my soup. I don't like all that. But we got to make ourselves happy. Without a man, with a man. If you have a husband, you set the table for you and your husband, and me too, darling. If you have a husband, you set the table for you and your husband, and you and your husband have a good Friday evening dinner, or our Saturday evening dinner. Saturdays for me is more like fun. To me, a good dinner is like Friday evening or Sunday. Most people up and down going to the beach on Sunday. So a good dinner for me is like Friday evening. You set the table and have a good dinner and make yourself happy. Relationship is not stressful. It's not something to be stressed over. You need to be, yes, I'm old fashioned, and maybe the things I would say not won't be happy to a lot of people, won't find it happy. But husbands and wife, if you are married, supposed to be lovers. Just like how you were lovers when you meet. When I see somebody who is loving in a relationship, holding hands and walking and all that, and no quarrel. Why you quarrel? What is there to quarrel about in a relationship? I don't understand. You meet me, we fell in love, you love me, we hold hands and walk, and you go and you take me here and do this. All of a sudden we get married, and all of a sudden we are quarreling. Why are we quarreling? There is nothing that you can't sit down and talk about with your spouse. Don't stop going up and down and looking for other woman or looking for other man. No. I saw a man bring something here yesterday and on here, and I don't know if it was joke or story he was telling, but he said he had children with his wife, and I really don't know if it's joke, so I'm just telling it the way he said it. And he said his daughter was doing something at school, and the daughter has to take DNA test about ancestors or something, and he said that when the daughter get the DNA, it showed that he was not the daughter's father. Then he tests two other of his children, and they show that he's not the father also. He said he didn't test the young one because he don't want to get the young one confused. And when he asked his wife about it, the wife said, denied. And another time she said, well, it was only one time. And, he was saying if it's one time or you have three children and the three, you know what I mean? But he said he loved the children, and you know what I mean? And which I don't blame him because it's his children anyway. And his name is on their birth certificate, he said. But that shouldn't be found among you. Things like that should not be found among you. Live in peace and unity. Marriage is not a war zone. Marriage is because you love your husband, is because your husband love you. Why would you take me to a pastor or to the courthouse or to wherever you get married? And then all of a sudden, we are in Iraq. All of a sudden, we are throwing things at each other to kill each other. Why? No. Marriage is a peaceful relationship. And even if you're not even married, if you're in a relationship, because you love each other, and that person may be your wife or your husband someday. If it's not, separate. Go. Don't waste that person's time. Because you know something? That person might or could find the person that would be their husband or their wife, and they're over here with you in a war zone, and that person who they could have gotten slipped through their hand and gone, and they're over here with you in a war zone. If it's not going to work, leave. Don't spend years and years and years, and then you get up and say, oh, I have 15 children, and now you decide to leave me. From you have one child and you see he don't want to marry you, that means he's not going to marry you. He is not going to marry you. I don't care what he said. He's not going to wait till if I have 15 children and then, oh yeah, why? You don't have to be rich to get married. Go to Walmart and buy a cheap ring. Buy a popcorn ring. Nobody know what kind of ring you have on your finger. Just get married. Get married. A lot of people get married and didn't even have a ring after they get married later on. I met some older people who get married and they said, when we get married, we didn't even have a ring. And they have the lovely stories to tell you about their husband and how they end up and the trips they take and all this kind of thing. Relationship is not a war zone. Marriage is not a war zone. I don't believe in living girlfriend and boyfriend forever and ever and ever. You see, if you like somebody, you know that you like them. That's the person you're going to spend the rest of your life with. That's the person you will be spending the rest of. And it is so lovely. If my husband didn't pass away, we'll be still living together, loving, because he never quarreled about anything. If I'm quarreling, it's me. He don't do anything. And all the money come to me. Everything come to me. I pay the bills. I pay the this. He don't even know. A lot of women said they don't know all the bills paid. They don't know this done. And I must say that. I don't know. He don't know how anything does. He don't know how nothing do in the house. Nothing. How I do anything. I pay the mortgage. I pay the car payment. I pay the insurance. I pay the... I go to grocery. Nothing. So he work, he bring the money in and he put it down. And he's gone. He don't drink, he don't smoke. Sometimes I give him $20 and I go back in his pocket and take out the $20 because it's always in there. Relationship supposed to be loving. And when I see, you know something? A lot of people go, oh, that's what you did. Why you quarrel? For what? All right. Some people say, oh, you don't do anything. Make that pact before anything happens. Say, honey, you have to start doing something. You have to help me do something when we get married. So marriage is not alone because I go to work, you go to work. And if you have children, it works. So you know what I mean? When you come home in the evening and you take a little break and rest, you help bathe the children, and when I finish cooking, you help me clean up the kitchen, and then we sit down and rest together. That's what people do. And Saturdays I go to work. My husband used to do the laundry, and he fold up all my undies and fold them, and he put the black and the white just how I have them. He hang up my clothes and turn them the same way I have them. Yeah. I don't see anything to be quarrel about in a relationship. Unless you don't or you're not compatible. It turned into a war zone. I don't see anything you're going to be quarreling about. And you talk about everything. All right, you're going to be late coming home from work. Now is in the days of cell phone. You call, honey, I'm still at work. You know what I mean? I will be home a little bit later. I think I'm getting off at 5 o'clock. I'll be home by 5:30, 6 o'clock. You don't get up and you leave work and then you run down the street and you hang out with everybody else. And she thinks or he thinks that you're cheating because he don't know where you go. You know what I mean? You can't talk to him on the phone. He called you and you don't pick up the phone. Because why? Anybody would be mad. And if you get mad, just let the mad last for that time. Don't go to, the Bible said, don't go to bed with your rod. Don't go to bed being mad at each other. Because if somebody don't wake up, that person will not, that's right, that person will not live with themselves. Kiss and go to bed. Mwah, good night, honey. Say your prayers together or say your prayers alone or whatever you choose. Because if somebody die in the middle of the night, you will not live with yourself. And oh my God, I didn't talk to her when he was going to bed. No. Don't do that. Love your wife. Love your husband. That's why God gave you your wife or your husband. It's a loving thing. A love. Nothing is so happy like when you have a loving relationship. And especially woman. Woman loved, yeah, man too. I'm not saying man don't, but women love to have a husband that loves her, that pampers her, that bring her flowers, that treat her like a queen, that, you know, make her feel wanted. Oh my God, you want to see her walk and waddle? When she know that she's love? When woman is love, woman is the happiest thing in the whole wide world. And husband, when you're coming home in the evening, stop on Friday evening and get you a bunch of flowers, no matter even one rose, and you bring it for your wife. You would know how happy she is on the inside. That makes a woman so happy. Relationship is not a war zone. You're not in Iraq. Relationship is love. The Bible said you leave your father and your mother and you cleave to your wife. There is nothing you should be quarreling about. Because if you have one chicken McNugget, I love McNugget, maybe I'll eat it myself. But if you have one McNugget, half for you and half for your husband, if you don't have children. And he must know that. You're going to say, oh, I make a mistake because you're making my life. Look what I'm living. You know something? A lot of time the relationships start out so poor. You only have one sheet on your bed. You only have one shirt. You only have one dress. But later on, with the planning and the thinking and the doing together, you end up having more sheets, more dresses, more shoes than you can possible. A lot of people have to go to Salvation Army, and some people still do it today, and buy used things when they start out, used plate, use this, and then all of a sudden, husband start earning more money, wife start earning more money, and you're able to throw those things or give those things back to Salvation Army and get good, nice things. Make you happy. Women love those things. Women love to be happy. And man, when a man have a nice home, nice clean clothes, they're the happiest. You get the best out of them. I'm not, there's some of them who decided that they, I think I asked my sister because I heard they keep saying gallis, and I didn't even know what the heck was gallis mean. They were gallis running up and down with different partner, different person. And that's why they think they're gallis. And then they get old and they have nobody. But when you get old, with your one husband, your one children father, who is your husband, you're so happy. When you see your husband go and pick up the baby at the daycare and he bathing the baby and he do all that helping you. When he's cutting the lawn and cleaning up, and you are out there helping him to blow the grass away, or you have the broom and sweeping up the wild grass. Nothing. Everything your husband do, you help. Everything your wife do, you help. Help. Help him. Help her. That's the relationship you want. That's a godly relationship. If you don't do that, you're going to be miserable for the rest of your life. Because he's not going to come home in the evening. He's going to come from work and he's going to stop at friends. And you come home and you have to be doing and washing and cooking and cleaning. And then you walk home 12 o'clock at night. Nobody will put up with that because you ain't coming home. And by the time you get home, I'm changing the lock. You ain't walking in my house no hours than 12 o'clock at night. And every night you're gone. No, it ain't happening. No. Nobody will put up with that. And that's why you have war in the marriage. If you're not working, you should be home. If you're not working, your wife or your husband is your friend, is your companion. You tell him everything. You tell her everything. Your wife and your husband is your best friend. He's not going to go out there and tell anybody. Well, maybe you have some who do that, but he's not going to go out there and tell anybody anything that you tell him. Your wife or your husband is your bestie. Don't talk about you have bestie or your best friend out there. Because you know those best friend jealous of you and your wife or your husband, and they try to put a rift and trying to come in between and trying to take them away from you. I see this movie on there all the time, and I see people who talk about best friend goes sleep with their husband. Enough of this bestie business. Enough of the bestie. Bestie are envious of you. Bestie are jealous of you. Because your life is in order and bestie life is not going anywhere. Bestie is moving from partner to partner. Bestie is not happy for you. You have one man, one that is one woman you settle down with. Bestie don't like it. Bestie don't like it. They are envious of you. And they're going to come and tell you, if it was me, I woulda, coulda, shoulda. You know something? And you kick that woulda, shoulda, coulda out the house and see who pick him up. You kick that man or that woman out the house and see who pick them up. Because they're jealous of you. They're jealous of you. They are so jealous of you. Because they want your life. They want your life. And they don't have it. And so they will come and tell, oh, I saw your husband down the street. He was holding on to. Maybe he just stopped at the store and see a friend that he know and hold the woman hand like that or the man hand like that. They take it out and blow to the proportion and take it to your husband or your wife. And you're down there holding hand so you can have a war in your home. So you can be like them. You can be like them. They don't want you to be happy. People don't want you to be happy. You listen when you're telling your friend. I'm talking a woman now. When you're telling your friend something about your husband and they don't have a husband, they don't give you sound counsel because they can't. What they say, if it was me, I woulda, shoulda, coulda. If it was me, I would. That's what. And then, if they have a husband and you go to their house, the husband treat them like a dog, and there's no woulda, shoulda, coulda in there. There is no woulda, shoulda, coulda there. So, whenever time you have a problem with your other half, after it cool down, sit down and have a conversation. Says, honey, we're married for better, for worse. I don't see any reason why we have to quarrel about little things. We shouldn't be quarreling about money because you should know how much money we have and I should know how much money we have. It's not a thing that you're going to be hiding money and hiding here. I don't like hiding money in a relationship. I should know how much money you have and you should, because the money should be together. If you're going out there to buy a car, you should plan which car you wanted, what you can afford. If you go there to buy furniture, you plan what furniture you want. Both of you go together. This is a bedroom set. Honey, that's a little bit too expensive. I don't think we can afford that. Honey, I think you should take the brown one opposed to the white one. That is what relationship is. And both of you meet in the middle. And you have no problem. You meet your husband halfway, and the husband meet the wife halfway. And you have no quarreling. The husband can bring you a cup of tea as well as you can bring the husband a cup of tea. When my husband used to go to work in the morning, I wake up. I used to drink coffee back then. I wake up and there's a cup of coffee on my nightstand. I'm sleeping. My husband bring a cup of coffee and put it on my nightstand. By the time I wake up, it's cold as ice. Buddy, bring it. My husband get up and bring the cup of coffee and put it on the nightstand and gone. Your wife can give your husband a cup of tea. Your husband can give your wife a cup of tea. The husband come home in the evening. If you get home before him when he come, you either get him a cold drink or whatever he drink and make. Honey, I'm cooking dinner. It will be, you know what I mean? Let him sit down and chill. Depends on the work that he have. Let him get all that work out of his system. Or let her get all that work. Some women have a tedious job more than the husband. Sit down and get all that out the system. And then you get up. Both of you can cook in the kitchen. It looks so nice. I saw some man and woman in the kitchen on TikTok here, and it looks so sweet. And sometimes the husband touch the wife on the bottom. It looks so sweet. When husband and wife, and you're cooking the meat. Husband is making the salad. Husband is setting the. It looks so sweet. That is relationship. No war zone. You're not in Iraq. No war zone. It's a loving relationship. Better for worse. For better, for worse. Until death do you part. And even death, you still love your wife or your husband when you're gone. And that's why you see a lot of women like me. Husband died, wife died, and they never find another partner. Because what they had, they can't replace it. And it can't compare to what they have. A relationship is not a war zone. A relationship is love. Your wife is your bestie. I'm not saying you're not supposed to have a friend, you know. And you know something? Leave the friend alone. Forget the friend. Honestly. I'm not really saying you're not supposed to have the friend, but on one hand, leave the friend alone. A lot of time, a lot of relationship break up because of friend. Honestly, a lot of time, a lot of relationship break up because of friend. Because friends do things and let you do things that you didn't want to do. They want to pull you here with them. They are single. You are married. And everywhere they're going, they want you to go with them. It doesn't work. You have a family. You have a husband. You can't leave your husband to run up and down with a single person. It doesn't work. You have things to do at home. Start learning crochet. I know people don't do those things like we do back then. Start doing embroidery when you make things. If you see in my house, all the embroidery things I have on my wall, needle point, I learned them from an early age. Start doing something. Buy a sewing machine and learn to do straight stitch and start making pillowcase till you start doing other things. Leave friends alone. Friends don't like people. You know, you have phone friends. You call somebody on the phone. How are you? You know, how you doing? You know, and that's it. Yeah, they do. But you know, you call them on the phone. But when you have to be running up and down behind them and it's gonna be a problem. It's gonna be a problem. Because sooner or later, they're gonna want you to do things. You see, because they are single and you go out with them and oh, I'm going to the bar with my friend. No, you are not. Thank you. You are not going to the bar or the club with your girlfriend if you have a husband. No, you're not. Your girlfriend gonna see he's single. She's gonna see a single person, and she's gonna talk you into sit down and talking. Oh, my friend. Oh, that's his friend over there. Oh, talk. Really? I'm gonna leave my husband and come into a bar to let man whisper something in my ears? No, I won't. So you don't go to the bar or the club with your girlfriend. Let your girlfriend find a single person to go with. If you want to go to the club, you go with your husband. If your husband want to go to the club, you go with your wife. Because when you go to club alone, you're going to get yourself in trouble. You're going to pick up people that you're not supposed to pick up. And then that's when the tear, let me say the rip, that's when the rip gonna be in your relationship. I will not tell you anything that I have not seen or that happened to me. I have seen it. People tell me that all the time. You see, I will not tell you anything. The Bible, the Lord said, I will not tell you, lead you to any darker room than I have not gone through. I will not tell you anything that I have not seen or happened to me. It happened to me. I went to club with my girlfriend. She not married. I am married. And my husband allow me to. She meet somebody there. And the person have a friend. And she want me to sit down there and talk to the friend. And I said, no. By the time she come outside, she have to take a taxi home. Because I am always the one that drive. I get in my car and I go straight home. You cannot see that I am married and you're going to be putting me up with somebody to what? Then I'm under my liquor and then I'm going to do things that is not I supposed to do or I wouldn't ordinary do because you are doing that thing and you want me to break up my marriage? No. And that's why I go, no, I would not. No, because I don't do that. Don't cheat. I don't do those things. I don't do those things. My husband is always home. And he go, honey, you can go because he trusts me to go anywhere. And if you're going to do that crazy thing, no. So I said, any friend you have and they're telling you to do crazy things, to cheat on your husband, to cheat on your wife, it's not. Because every woman is the same woman. Every man is the same man. Is the man you're married to. You know what I mean? Same. You make what you make of it. It's what you make of it. A relationship is what you make of it. Love your husband. Love your wife. Love them. Love, love, love. And when you give you, husband or your wife all the love. You will never hear, oh, I was just putting up with him because it didn't bring enough money. You know, a lot of time the husband don't make enough money. Are you going to kill him? No, you're not. That's the person you're married to. A lot of time the wife don't make enough money. Are you going to kill him? No, you kill her. No, you're not. You're going to, that's the person you're married to. You're going to, a lot of time the husband tell the wife to stay home with the children and they go to work. A lot of time I've seen husband now stay home because the husband don't make enough money as the wife. Maybe the wife is a doctor, the wife is a lawyer and bring home a lot more money, or you know what I mean, in those field that makes a lot more money. So the wife bring a lot more money home than the husband. The husband starts staying home with the children. And the husband cook, and the husband do things at home, clean the house and do all things that he want. People, it's a different era now. So because one person don't make enough money like you do, you're going to cast him away? No. That's the person you're married to. You know what you were getting into. You know who you pick up. You know he didn't have a profession. You know he didn't have any occupation. So you're not going to wait until you get married. You say, oh, no, I have to get somebody else. No, you don't. You're married to him for better, for worse. Choose wisely. Make sure the person who you pick up is the person who you want to be with for the rest of your life. Not because I like tall, dark, and handsome men. Some people like shorter men. I like clear-skinned men. Some people like dark-skinned men. I am dark. I don't know why, but I do. That's my preference. I like tall man. A short man ain't gonna work with me. I don't like short men. I'm not saying anything is wrong with it. That's my preference. So if I'm going out there to look somebody, I am not going to, my eyes is not going to be on a shorter guy because I know I'm not going to be happy. And a lot of times the short man will make me happy. But because of my preference, I am not looking his way. I'm looking the other way. And sometimes I see a tall man out there and he's not going to be the one for me. The short one is going to be the one for me. And that's how God would have it. But because of my preference, I am looking through my preference eye to see the one that I like. And sometimes it's not the one that is good for me. So you got to know, you got to look through those wisdom eyes and see. You got to look through the eyes of wisdom and see what is it that God has for you. Because the Bible said, oh, God joined together, let no man put asunder. Oh, God gives you. That's the person you're going to be with until death do you part. Don't start going up and down. I always tell man, I said, you know something? Don't start getting into a lot of relationship. Don't start getting into a lot of relationship. Because the more relationship you have is the more you run your body down. And by the time you get to be 40, 50, you are no good to yourself. Because the count of your that you supposed to have, you drop it here, drop it there, drop it there, drop it there. And you use up all of it in your youth by being a, what do you call it, girlies or girl something or the other, by running around with different girl. And then by the time you get to be 40 and 50, you're no good to yourself. Look, one woman and settle down. One woman and settle down. And you'll be surprised to see. Gallus. Thank you. Gallus. I should write that name down, Gallus. Let me write it. Oh my God. Yeah. By the time you turn around, you know good to yourself. Will with if you have one partner who you love and can cook with and can walk, you know, you're of Jamaican. Okay. Okay. I guess they're the one who said that Gallus thing, huh? Oh my gosh. You know, when you just have one husband, all right, you married and then you get a divorce. I don't see anything wrong with that. It didn't work out and you get another one. It can happen, you know, it can happen. But when you just keep going, it's not working. It's not. And when my husband died, I said to the Lord, I said, Lord, I want you to keep me so I don't have to. Because when my husband died, I was a young girl, you know, young, in my 30s. I said, I don't want to be going and running here and running here. I said, I want you to keep me so I don't run up and down and have to get one man there, one man there, one man there. I said, take away that thing that gives you trouble. I don't want to have a trouble that I can't keep myself circumspect. And my husband died over 30 years. And I'm still happy. And I'm still happy. That's it, darling. Yes, keep you. Keep you circumspect. That you don't have to run up and down until God bring you that special someone, and He will. You know, and I see people, on TikTok every minute, I love you, I love you. How you know you love me? You just see me on here and say you love me? I am not immigration. I am not working in immigration. You, you love me? Oh, come and marry to me. And then what? No. Relationship is built. You see each other. I'm not saying you can't go to a different country and see somebody or you can meet somebody. But then you have to be talking and talking because the minute you meet these people, oh, I want to come to America. Oh, I want to come to Canada. Oh, I want to come to England. It does not work. It does not work. A relationship is built. And the more you see that person and the more you talk to that person, the more you go out to dinner, the more you go out to movie or wherever you go, is the more you get to love each other. You ain't gonna in Africa sit down somewhere and think I'm gonna love you. Oh, am I gonna love you? Am I gonna see you? Hell no. I want to see you. I want to talk to you. I want to know you. It ain't gonna work. It ain't working. I'm not saying people who want to do long-term relationship, that's their prerogative. Not me. I am not in with it. I don't want it. I don't want it. I want relationship where I can see the person, I can see them, and I can talk to them, and they can talk to me. If I can see you and you can see me, and you only see me through here, and I don't know who you are, the next thing you know, you might be some serial something down the road, and then I end up being and live. No. Next thing you know, you come, you beat me here, you beat me there. I don't know you. Next thing you know, you get your things and you get up and you're gone. You don't. Good morning, my darling. How are you? The next thing you know, you get your papers and you leave me and you're gone. I was there. You want to come on? I was there. You know, I was there. Let me see. Let's see. There you go. I don't want them either. Oh, you're not feeling well yet. Okay, darling. Still praying for you. Okay. Oh boy, I'm so sorry. I am not in with the. Oh, you're still healing. Great. I'm glad. Still praying for you. Okay, darling. I don't want the foreign relationship either, sweetheart. I don't want a man in another country. Unless, all right, let me take that back. Unless you have your papers and you can fly to the United States, that's a different thing. If you cannot get out, if you don't have your papers and you're not a person to fly around the world and go around, and it's not working for me because I'm not sponsoring anybody. I don't work with immigration and I won't try. You see, if you have your papers and I meet you here or whatever, and you can fly to the United States and meet me, and you can, I want to be. But if you're sitting down there telling me I need a visa and I need forget it. No, it ain't working. I am not doing it, and it ain't in there. No, call me. I don't want you. I don't like you. It ain't working. I am not doing it. Because as soon as you drop here in the United States, I have seen so many people. I see this lady, and this lady on there, and she was trying to see if the relationship would work. She get on, hello my dear, she get on the TV, I mean on the television, and was talking to some guy, and the man says, oh no, she this and she that. The young girl is a girl. She went to, I think, Africa and meet this man, and a black American, and she said, and she was crying, and she was trying. I want my marriage to work. And the man go, no, I'm done. I'm off. And he get up from the counselor and he walk, and the poor woman sit there crying, and the guy who was talking to her come over and trying to console her. Why would I put myself through that? Because as people get the papers, they try to say fault, do fine. As soon as they get the papers, everything is wrong. That's right. As soon as they get the papers, and I'm not saying it's Africa alone, Jamaica too, everywhere. As soon as they get the papers, you no good. You this. You didn't give me meat. You didn't do. You didn't wash my clothes. You didn't do this. You know. As soon as they get, happen to your daughter. There you go. As soon as they get the papers, I have never seen. They love you, love you, love you, love you before. But as soon as they get the papers, everything is wrong. Everything is wrong. Let me close my Bible because it's not going to go over that side today. We're still doing relationship, Lord. But as soon as they get the papers, the people start having a tissifit. Everything you do is wrong. You never do the right thing. Oh well, that is not too bad if it was in America. If it was in America, I'll give and take for that one. But for me to go out of country and bring somebody in here, no, it ain't happening. No, it ain't happening. I am not immigration, and I'm not going through that paper process. You have to dig up all these lot of papers, and your mortgage paper, your stocks and bond paper, because you got to show that you can take care of them. No, 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 it ain't happening. No. Oh, well, he was here looking for, but at least he was a little here. But I think it's same thing. Once they don't have the papers and you have to go through this paper thing, I wish they give amnesty like they used to, that people who are here would get, amnesty like they used to give back there. I think they used to call, I think the time I've been in America, they call about 2 or 3 amnesty. I think they should do that, because this marriage thing, it is too much to deal with. I am not putting myself in there. You have to be running here and running there. And if you're going to marry to somebody after you do that, and the person going to say, all right, you did a lot for me. Oh my God, you did so much for me. But you know something? A lot of them always have a woman somewhere. And the minute you get married to them, hello, my dear, they wait until 3 years down the line, they get the papers, they divorce you and go and marry to the other woman because that's their love, that's their heart. They don't tell you that up front that they're not gonna, they don't want. But then they said, well, can you do it for me as a bit, you know what I mean, or whatever. But they make you feel like they love you. They make you feel like they love you. And especially they're trying to do now with the older people. I am all as dirt. So you try to come here now and trying to do this to me. What's going to happen to me? I am going to be broken out, whole broken hearted woman. That's right. I am going to be a whole broken hearted woman. I'm sitting down here. Oh, my husband gone. Oh my God. No, no, no. I am not doing it. You got to find your way here. You got to find your way. I don't like the no way. No, I'm not doing it. My thing here is not working to get on YouTube. I should cut YouTube at what time? It's not working. I don't want to do it. You're looking for a what? Well, you can look for a man. Yeah, if you said mom, you can a mom. Um, I am a mom. I need everybody. Melissa may beat you up. Molly says my daughter already. Molly says, well, you got to get your girls somewhere else. I am your TikTok mom. Okay. Okay. Don't let Melissa heard. She'll beat you up. You got to look your girlfriend somewhere else. I don't have girlfriend. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, I'm your mom. I am your mom. I'm sorry. I need all the children I can get. My children don't have time for me, you know. My kids don't have time for me. They don't call. They don't come. They don't have the no time for me. Who is that trying to come on? I am not gonna do that today, Julie. My children don't have time for me, so I need all the children I can get. They don't pay me any attention, so I have TikTok children. I'm sorry your mom was late, but don't try to get a girl. Okay, they lost my game. I don't know if there's a single girl for you. Beyonce, don't let me laugh. Ah, yeah. If you want to get a girl, you got to go on the dating app. This is, oh my Lord. That's right. We are not killing ourselves to get a husband, really. If the husband come, I am really, I don't even think unless he got to come very good. Thank you. Thank you for the glitter, darling. I I don't think I would because I am already in. I'm not a young girl. I am already in my ways. I'm not. I don't want children. I am fine. My church, myself. That's all that matters to me. I don't want. No, no. I don't know. You will meet somebody. You know something. All right. We're gonna after Easter. We're gonna start doing the dating. Hope anybody who want a husband. We're gonna start praying. We're going to do a week of praying for husband, whoever want a husband. The dating thing don't work. TikTok said some chat were filter out because somebody gonna come here and say some crazy things. Or is that trying to come on? Somebody goes saying some crazy thing. The dating I never, you know, one long time I get in one and I couldn't get my name off it. I couldn't get my thing off it. I have to write them and tell them to take my name, my picture off it because it couldn't come off. It couldn't come off. Every time you go, you see because they love to keep your picture on to show so guys can come on. I don't like the dating app at all. But I think the guys in here who are looking for people, that's what they should do. They should go on the dating app. And some um people I see on here, they have a show that deal with relationship, finding girl and boy or whatever it is. It's not all the time all the shows that have dating app. We're not doing dating. We're not doing dating. I mean, in fact, we don't even. Some of us don't even want anybody. You have to go where they're looking for somebody. There's that woman from the Philippines. She does a relationship show. Look her up. There's one man, every time he saw me on the show, he always come on and go, "Oh, I love you, I love you, I love you. Oh, I love your character. I love you, I love you." And I keep saying, "Stop it, stop it, stop it. Enough. We're not doing relationship. We're not doing relationship." Oh, there we go. Get him, Beyonce. There you go. He likes you. No, you have to pay me. Oh my God. You gotta pay me. Come on, Melissa. Join me. Come, Melissa. Let's get some love. Oh my Lord. Oh my Lord. Okay, sweetheart. Oh, Skipful King. I have your worst nightmare. Oh my God. I can't believe you. Hey, ah, there's too much. Not to okay. Oh my God. Oh, from your worst nightmare. Hey. Who is this here? One moment. I'm on my other phone here. Well, I don't know. I'm trying to get somebody to do Fence Sunday. Okay, sweetheart. That's fine. That's fine. No, no, I'm not laughing at you. I'm not laughing at you. I'm just laughing at you. I am not laughing at you. I'm not. I'm really not. But it's the way you say it, and it's the way she said it. I'm laughing with you. It's joke. It is joke. It's not everybody is looking for someone. It's not everybody's looking for someone. It's not everybody. Some people want to find their relationship around where they live. We're going to go to Hawaii where we meet somebody in Hawaii. Why? And I don't mean this to be facetious. Why is people trying to get long-term relationship? I mean, long distance rather relationship. And let me say this also. There was somebody wrote something on Facebook, and they were saying that Jamaican people don't know how hard it is. They have to work in America to make a living. And this person get up and says, "Well, it's easy, and it's if you don't like it here, go home." And that's not what the person was saying. The person was saying that it's really you don't work that hard in your country. And I said, and I wrote a big long, knowing me, I wrote a big long thing, and I said that if you were suffering in your country, then when you get to America, it will be a bit of rose for you. But if you are a person who have made and do all this in your country, and you come to America, you're gonna find it hard for you to work 15 jobs and come home and do your own clothes and then cut your own lawn and do all this crap. You see. So people, I think, who are trying to get along, well, people who think life is easier in America. It's not. It's not. Maybe if you're a doctor, maybe if you're a lawyer, and even them quarreling too because the more they have, the more they want. If you have a lot of money, maybe life would be easy. But if you're middle class and under middle class, it's not easy. Life is not easy in America. Not. It not. You have to work, and especially one person. If you are one person trying to make it in America, and if you have children, well, there you go. It is so hard when you look and see the bills because you have to pay for your apartment really. And nowadays if you have young children, I'm talking young children, young people apartment and thing, right? But if you're young and just starting out, now they used to have a like apartment for like a 600, 700. Now it's 50. A matter of fact, I won't even say 15. You feel me? You can't even get an apartment for $1,500. It's a lot of money. And if you have children, you can't put all the children in one room. You have to get more room. So it's not easy to rent a house. My girlfriend, I'm a realtor, and this lady at church is looking for a place, and the poor woman tell me that she don't want to go over 1,500. I go, really? You can hardly get one bedroom, and she want two bedroom. You can hardly get one bedroom for 1,500. You can't. You can't get that. You have to be paying. So you have to have a husband or a partner with you. And people just think that, all right, I'm going to leave my country and come here without no profession, no skill, no nothing, and I'm going to drop in America. Huh? Even Canada, my sisters live in Canada, and they're and the same thing. But I think it's a little easier in Canada. In America, it's hard because you have children in America. In Canada, you get $700 a month for the child, plus other perks. They give you apartment, they give you this, they give you that, and you don't have to pay any money. You hardly get that in America. You hardly get that, and you don't get any money for children. If you have two children in Canada, you get $1,400 for baby bonus, they call it. Yes. In America, you don't get that. And don't look at anybody and think anybody going to help you. They're not going to help you. They're not going to, because everybody looking for help for themselves, because they think the more they gather, the more and the more they gather, the more things happen. They're not going to get it. They're not. No, things is hard. I have to tell people that things is hard. I don't know about that because I don't know, because they are complaining also. Oh, you said trust you, okay? Because they are complaining. I don't know. I don't know. I think they get money there for the children too, in Europe. It is hard. And for one person to make it, oh, you live in Europe? Okay. All right. But I think I heard one man come on here and say it's hard there that this woman have children and don't work, and they take back her papers and send her back to Africa. I don't know the real gist of it, so I won't talk of that. But and because they are taking the children money that they get and doing, oh, they have child benefits everywhere. Okay, great. I should have gone there. I am from there. I'm from there too. I will not get rid of my passport. Yeah, we have to make the best of where we are anyway. It's hard, but after doing 40 years here, I wouldn't change it for the world. I still wouldn't change it. Oh, really? Okay. Very good. After my dog's gone, I'm going to be visiting. I'm going to be traveling. I have two dogs. I don't know. My sister said I treat them too good. They're not going to die. After my dog is gone, I am going to be a traveling woman. I don't like it, but I am going to. All the places that I have not been and wanted to go, I will go. I don't have to bother about any dog or anybody have to take care of them. After they're gone, I am going to be going traveling. Come to Europe, go to Germany, go to Paris. My thing was, but when you live in Europe, you can't just drive over. And that was I take the train. That was a thing. That was a thing I like about that. I know. People think that, all right, where I live is too hard. I have to go somewhere else and make it because I will make it there. Not true, Not true. Let me tell you something. You can make it everywhere anywhere you live. Honestly, you can make it anywhere you live. Yeah, I will explore the world. You can make it anywhere you go. I saw this man, it's a movie really, but I saw this man drop his wallet and this lady pick it up. I love to watch African movie because to me it makes a lot of sense. And a woman pick it up and give it to him. And then the woman asked him for money she haven't eaten. And the woman said, "Can you give me my hair is itching me something. I put something on my head this morning and it's itching." And she gave the woman $1,000. And the woman turned around and he gave her turn around and give the woman a paper and said, "Do you know you can be a millionaire from $1,000?" And it's truth. The woman take that $1,000 and the woman begin to buy water. In Africa, they have the plastic water in the bag. And the woman begin to sell the water. Then she begin to buy bottled water and sell the water. In no time, that woman became a millionaire. I'm not saying that you have to do other things, but I'm just saying that to say you can do little things to help yourself instead of sit on the wall waiting for somebody to come and pick you off the wall and drop you in America and give you $1 million. It ain't happening. It ain't happening. You have to make it wherever you are. I saw a woman in Jamaica selling cane. I saw people in Jamaica, the woman selling cane. They make the juice, they do another woman selling coconut. You have to make it. She said, "Oh, I have my children." You have to do whatever you have to do to make it in life. Life only in America. It's not only in America. Life is in Africa. Life is in Jamaica. Life is in Europe. Life is in Canada. Life is in Africa. Life is in Asia. Everywhere you go, that's where you're from. You got to make a life. If after that, God make a way, you become a millionaire, and God see that you have to travel, you won't go get any problem to get a visa. Thank you, my darling. After you help yourself, you won't have any problem to get a visa to travel. But if you are in your poor state, have no money, can't even pay for the visa to come to America, you think they're going to get you here? There you go. It won't happen until you make it happen. If you don't have anything, that's why they're not giving, they're picking and picking the people that they give visa. Because people are coming thinking that they can just leave the country and just come here. And come here and do what? And be a burden to the country? No. That's why they don't want the people to come, because you got to be a burden to the country. You see, like in the 60s and maybe before my time, maybe 50s and the 40s, whatever, when England used to take people used to just buy the ticket on a plane, train, or whatever. Then they have to take out all the teeth and put in false teeth to go to England. I don't know why, but that's what they used to do. Back then, that's what it is. Now, if you don't have anybody in a country, you ain't getting there. Unless you have a lot of money to show that when you come, you can go in a hotel and then how long you're going to stay, and that's it. You have to show your money. There you go. If you have money in Africa, you can get, yeah. It's the people who don't have money who suffers. And that is it everywhere. People who don't have money suffer everywhere. But you have to make the best of it. You have to use your brain. You have to think. You have to think. Don't get up and say, oh, I'm going to sit on this wall. What is this here? I'm going to sit on this wall and something in my ear scratching me. What is this? I put some peppermint up there. Is it for my ear? Scalp stimulator. Okay. Don't sit down and think that you're going to sit down and somebody going to come and take you and you're going to get this and get that. It don't happen. Whether Jamaica, whether anywhere you are, it don't happen. You have to make, I'm using this peppermint scalp stimulator because something's scratching me. I don't know what is scratching my head. You're not going to get it like that. It won't happen. And nobody, yes. And that's why these people picking up all these whole people, this kind of people, that kind of people, because they don't care what they pick up in order to drop in the United States. And then you come in. Some of these people going to send you right back. Because if you come and pick them up, and then you come here and said, I am not going to, I'm not going to stay with you because you're this. And all of a sudden, you know that the person is old, and you know that the person is too fat, and you know that the person is too skinny, and you know that the person is too black, and you know that the person is too white. And then you're going to get up and you say you're going to leave them. It ain't happening. Things going to happen. They're going to complain. And they're going to start changing the immigration rule for you to come and get married here. They're going to start changing the immigration rule. And people and the good going to start suffering for the bad. The good going to start suffer for the bad. Okay. But because when they issue the student visa, the student come and they go to college and they have to pay school fee. So they are making money. They are making money. So the school allow the government to issue the visa so they can get money. Because when they're there, the government have to pay for the children's school. But when they have international student, the international student have to pay their school fee. You see that? So that's a way to get education if they're doing it. So you either pay the school fee in Africa or you pay it in England. I know they have a lot of a school in Jamaica that people like to do. They have nursing school, they have teaching school, they have, a lot of school that people would love to go. So, that is what people have to do these days. Don't sit back and relax and fold your hand and say, oh, I forgot what they call it. This man was telling me something they call it in Jamaica. Um, Mama, something, older people they call to come down and take care of them. So the older people are coming down and taking care of them while they are sitting there looking for another woman. Okay. I see. But if it works, it works. I don't see the tying up though. I don't like tying up. I don't like tying up. Because if you know you're going to be leaving and going to a different country, why get married? Oh, so when they get married, they bring their. Okay, I see. Okay. I thought they're just getting married and leave them there. So when they finish school, they can. Oh, okay. Well, that's good too. That's even better because they come there with their partner. That's even better. Instead of, yeah, they come there with their partner. I think people find a way around everything. People find a way around everything. But you have to make it work where you live, where you are. It's like people not going to come and pay your rent. People not going to come and do. People not. They're not doing anything. They're not doing it. They're not. Things is hard everywhere you go. Everywhere you go, things are so hard. Things are so hard, but we got to make it work. TikTok said I've been here for an hour and a half. I'm hour and a half already, going in 2 hours. So I am going to. I love the conversation. I think I don't know. I have to go clean my house. I have to go wash my floor. I have to go clean. Thank you for the likes and everything. And I think I have to come on early in the morning again. Um, I just have so much thing to do after. I can't even get on here in the daytime anymore because after I finish, I just go. I have so much to do. But now it's very hard. Life is hard, and but it's what we make of it, and we have to stay positive. I won't work too hard. Thank you, my children. Thank you, my people. I will see you tomorrow. I love you, love you. Mwah, 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 mwah. God bless you. Have a great day. Stay well, Melissa and Beyonce. That's right. And everybody else. Much love, my darling. Goodbye. Goodbye.